on his Marine Corps flag. Good evening, everybody. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Triple Crown. You better be careful if you pick a fight with the United States Marines.
The Homeowners Association of Triple Crown found that out last night after a veteran pushed back on social media when he was told that he would be fined if he kept flying his Marine Corps flag. The Association for the Upscale Development in Union, Kentucky backed down today. Local 12's Joe Webb is here to tell us why. Joe?
Well, Cammie, this story blew up on Facebook overnight after the vet posted a copy of the letter telling him to pay a fine or take down the flag. Town Properties manages Triple Crown but does not make the Homeowners Association rules. And they tell us a new manager sent out about 36 letters to residents who were violating the Homeowners Association's rules. But this letter got all the attention. This is the flag that Scott Wallace proudly flies outside his Triple Crown home. Wallace says he's a proud Marine veteran and flies it to support all vets and all current troops. He says he was shocked when he got this letter on Tuesday telling him his Marine flag was not permitted, only U.S. flags. Wallace would not talk on camera today, but several of his neighbors weighed in. Eric Hingle is an Army vet who didn't know he couldn't fly his Army flag.
Are we going to say there's no school flags or no professional sports flags, no anything else? I mean, you come out during football season, there's Bengals flags all over the place and blow-up dolls and all that kind of stuff all over the yards. You know, if we're trying to keep the neighborhood looking good, then I would say that stuff shouldn't be out there.
But it is. There are Valentine's Day flags, UK flags, snowmen, even a Miami Dolphins flag. Just 2 blocks from Wallace's house, Dale Kamek proudly flies a U.S. flag and another Marine Corps flag, and says he has for 13 years. Kamek says he didn't get a letter and is dumbfounded that Wallace did.
I can't believe it. This United States, that they would come out with something like that, I can't comprehend it. Just cannot believe it. I will completely ignore it. I would fight it till my last breath.
It was that kind of outrage that swamped the Crestview Hills office of Town Properties with calls, even some threats. Late this morning, they issued this statement saying, quote, "Town Properties wholeheartedly supports all members of the United States military and thanks them for their service. Town Properties is also obligated to support their association and rules set by the association board. The association manager has spoken with the board, and it has been decided that any flag representing the United States is allowed to be flown in the community provided it is in good shape. As such, Mr. Wallace will be allowed to keep his flag displayed outside his home." Now, Town Properties tells us the rules are not theirs. They are the Homeowners Association's rules. Town Properties just manages the property and has to enforce those rules. Bottom line, though, at least for now, the rule has changed. The flag is up. No fine will be levied. Cammie?
Good news, Joe. Thank you. And Scott Wallace tells Local 12 that he is satisfied that he gets to keep the flag flying. He didn't want to talk on camera because he said he'd like to let the issue cool down a bit.